And isn't it wild how fast this happened? We were just outside the stadium last Thursday talking about the Patriots moving on from their legendary head coach. Now, just 6 days later, the succession plan has been activated. Jerod Mayo today named the 15th head coach in Patriots franchise history. Here's how we got here, going from Belichick to Mayo.
It all started on a press release. 2 sentences. The first, quote, "The New England Patriots and head coach Bill Belichick have begun contract extension discussions with Jerod Mayo that would keep him with the team long term," end quote. What we didn't know about that release last January was that a succession plan was in place.
This is where I want to be, and I feel the same way from the coaching staff and also from the Kraft family.
Gathering from reports during the season about Belichick's contract, the plan seemed to be 2 years.
Yeah, Jerod's great. I mean, he's great to work with. Adds a lot to our program. You know, a good staff. He's part of it.
But a 4-13 season expediting that transition. Questions starting to go Mayo's way about becoming a head coach late in the year.
I'm kind of like a dry leaf blowing in the wind wherever God takes me. But at the same time, I feel like I'm prepared. I feel like I'm ready.
And last week, the succession plan was activated.
We will try to move very quickly to solve those issues.
Turns out that contract extension from last January had it in writing, so the team could move quickly to Mayo, much like the Colts went from Tony Dungy to Jim Caldwell, the Seahawks from Mike Holmgren to Jim Mora.
Looking for someone who can help us get back to the playoffs.
The Krafts were decisive in keeping it in the family, and Jerod Mayo becomes the 15th head coach in the history of the franchise, tasked with following up his legendary leader and moving the Pats into a new era.
Robert Kraft also today talking about how he should trust his instincts. He said the one time he didn't trust his instincts was back in 1996. He didn't hire Bill Belichick, who was on staff for Bill Parcells. Instead, he hired Pete Carroll, and Pete Carroll went on to have a great career. But here in New England, it was so-so. He didn't make that mistake later, hiring Bill Belichick in 2000. This time around, goes with his instincts, says, I'm going to go with this guy, Jerod Mayo,